Welcome back to Shillong Edutech. So today I'll be teaching you C programming. Okay, so as the definition says, it is a general purpose programming language that is extremely popular, simple and flexible to use. It is a very simple definition. Let's see what it says here. First, it says it is a general purpose programming language. What does that mean? General purpose programming language means that C program is not limited to any system, or it is not limited to a particular applications. Okay, but we can use C programming for any purpose and we can develop anything with C. Right. So second thing is it is extremely popular simply because nowadays students who study computer science, even from class 9 or 10, 11, from 10 onwards, knows C, because one can say that C is the base, or let's simply say is the father of programming language. Okay, and it is a very simple programming language, anybody can learn. Alright, and it is a flexible to use. It was first founded in 1972 by a very great computer scientist, Dennis Ritchie. Okay, see, we can say that C is the base for programming, or it is the foundation for doing programming, because if you know C, you can learn any programming languages, be it C++, Java, Python, anything you can learn, because what? Because most of the programming language uses the concept of C. Okay, so before going further, let us understand the history of C language, of how C comes into existence. So back in the years, the first programming language developed was Algol in the year 1960. Okay, it has a very limited features, and it is a very simple programming language, you can say. So next we have the BCPL, the Basic Combined Programming Language, in the year 1967, and it was developed by Martin Richard. Alright, so this programming language was especially used for writing system software. Okay, so now next we have the B programming language. The B programming language was introduced in 1970 by Ken it was developed by Ken Thompson. Okay, and this B programming language is created using Unix operating system at Bell Laboratories. Okay, so both this programming BCPL and B are system programming language. Okay, so finally in the year 1972 C was developed, and it was developed by a very great computer scientist, Dennis Ritchie. Okay, so now let's see some of the examples of applications of C. Okay, so the first one is C programming is widely used in embedded system. Okay, the second one is used to develop system software. Next example is C programming also used to develop browsers. An example is Google Chrome. Chrome is built using C programming. Also, it is used to develop database, and the example of database is MySQL. MySQL is a very popular database software which is built using C programming language. All right, and the very important one is using C programming we can also build operating system. An example of operating system is Microsoft Windows is built using C programming, and also Apple's OS is built using C programming. Okay, so now the next topic is how C programming is run on the machine. Okay, so now we'll discuss how C programming runs. So now the first step is writing a source code. Okay, so when we run this program, C program, it second go to the compiling source code, and the final step is linking all object files. Okay, so this is the process of how C program runs. Let me explain properly. Now, while writing a source code, suppose let's say we have by the name sample.c. So sample.c, when we run it, first compiled. Okay, when we run the program, the second stage, it goes to compiling a source code. So while compiling the source code of this sample.c, while compiling, it generates an object file. Okay, so because why generating an object file? Because the machine doesn't understand C program, because C programming is it's English. We write it in English, so English doesn't understand by the computer. The computer understand only binary numbers, that is 0 and 1. The computer understands only 0 and 1. So first, while compiling a source code, the compiler converts this source code into object files, which is understood by the computer, right? So after compiling the source code, it will generate a file by the name sample.obj, or sometimes it gives us sample.o. Okay, after it compiles, it converts the source code to an object file by the name sample.obj and sample.o or sample.o. The next stage it will go is to the linking all object files. So the linker here plays a very important role. So the linker here, it combines all the object files and create an executable file which enables to run the program. So the final stage is sample.exe.